Welcome to Susan's channel, a channel about cooking, baking, outgoings, and reviews. If you guys enjoy this content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the videos with your friends and family. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make fata. I'm not sure how it's said in English, but it is a traditional food or dinner that we eat on the first day of Eid, which is a holiday when Muslims go to Mecca. So today's the first day of Eid. So Eid Mubarak to anyone who is watching who is Muslim and celebrates, or happy holidays. So we're going to start off by putting a pan with oil in it, and we're going to put the beef so that it can brown on both sides. Make sure that it gets brown on both sides. And while we do that, on the other side, as you can tell, I have a big pot, and I'm going to put water in it so it can boil. And once it boils and the beef gets browned on both sides, we are going to transfer the beef into it so that it can get cooked. Once the beef is browned on one side, as you can tell, I'm flipping it over to the other side so that the other side can brown as well. And you can tell there's a lot of fat on the beef, but I'll show you. I'm going to take it off. So we've added the beef to the water, the boiling water, and now it's time to put the spices. So we're putting a tablespoon of nutmeg, ground ginger, black pepper, allspice, and for the salt we're going to add it in 5 minutes before it's done, because if you put it in right now it won't cook. So we're going to leave it on and we're going to turn the heat low and we're going to cook it for 2 hours or until it's ready. Most of the time it takes 2 hours. While the beef cooks, we are going to make the rice. So we're going to get another pot. We're going to put oil or butter in the pot and 1 cup of rice. We're going to stir the cup of rice for 5 minutes and then we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. So for every cup of rice, we are going to put 2 cups of hot water or soup broth. You can choose whatever you want, but I make it with water. But if you would like broth instead, you can put broth. So every cup of rice gets 2 cups of water or broth, and it has to be hot. Make sure that it's hot. And be careful, because sometimes when you put the hot water or the broth, it'll like make bubbles and stuff and like go up your fingers and you might get burned. So be careful. Once the water starts boiling, lower the heat and cover it and leave it for about 20 minutes or until all the water or soup or broth has been disappeared, like evaporated, and that's how you know that it's cooked. This is what the soup looks like. As you can tell, it's very clear, nice looking, doesn't look bad. So don't add any too much of the spices because it'll make it look dark and not nice. And the beef is still not ready, as you can tell, but it's almost done. While the rice and the beef cook, we are going to get pita bread and we're going to microwave it for a minute to 2 minutes, depending on your microwave, depending on how much watts it is. So after you microwave it, you're going to leave it to the side for it to dry, and it's going to be like tortilla chips or just like chips in general, and it should be dry like that. And be careful when you take it out of the microwave because it'll be steaming hot, so wear gloves or pick it up with tongs or something and protect your hands and fingers from getting burnt. Once the bread dries, you are going to like break it into small little pieces so that we can put the rice on top of it. We will get a spoon of oil and garlic, and we're gonna keep it until it's golden. Make sure that the garlic turns gold. And we are then gonna pour 1/4 of a cup of vinegar onto the golden garlic. And then we're gonna add 3 containers of salsa, or blended tomatoes, just tomato puree, and 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Of course, salsa won't taste good without spices, so we are going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin, ground black pepper, sugar and salt, coriander, paprika, and chili powder if you would like it spicy. If not, then you can skip that. And once it boils, we're going to take it off the heat and just stir it for a while. By now, the beef should have cooked, and as you can tell, it has no more fat. We took the fat off of it. It comes off really easily once it's cooked, but if you try to do it while it's raw, it's kind of hard to take off, and this is what the soup looks like. So, we're gonna go on to the soup part of the fata. So we're gonna get another spoon of oil and garlic, and we're gonna keep it until it gets golden. And then we're going to pour another 1/4 of a cup of vinegar. Same step as before for the salsa, but this time we're going to make it with soup. Once you put the vinegar, we're going to get 5 ladles, or like the big spoons that you're going to see right now, of broth. And once it boils, we're going to take it off the heat as well, just like the salsa, but instead of salsa, we are going to be using soup. And this soup is what we're going to be putting on top of the bread so that it's not too dry and like, you know, like chip form anymore. Just as I was saying not too long ago, we're going to start putting the soup onto the bread so that it's not too dry and we can actually eat it. And we're going to cover it with a cover so that it can drink all of the juices up and it won't be too hard. And finally, on to the last step. We're going to get a spoon of butter and we're going to pour some salt and pepper so that when you like put the beef in it, it doesn't splat in your face or like burn you. You know, when you like fry something, the oil always like splashes in your face. Well, if you put some salt and pepper, that won't happen. You'll be safe. So we're going to put all the beef in the pan and fry it until it's darker. We just do that so it can taste better. Well, not really taste better because it doesn't give a taste, but it will look better and be darker. Now, the bread should have been soaking in the soup or broth, and it should be soft by now. So we're gonna go add the rice on top of it, and after that we're gonna put the sauce. You can put it in it, or you can just put it in every single plate instead of like the big plate. And that should be it. This is what it looks like once it's done. And we wrote on it Eid Saeed, which means happy Eid. So, Eid Mubarak, happy Eid to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, leave a comment down below, and share it with all your friends and family. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.